Recognizing your own worth starts with understanding that your value isn't defined by others' perceptions, judgments, or even their appreciation. So often we look to external validation as a mirror for our own self-esteem, believing that others' opinions have the power to measure our potential, define our abilities, or gauge our importance. But that's an illusion. When we seek validation from those around us, we give away a piece of our power. We put our sense of self into the hands of people who may never fully understand or appreciate our journey, our dreams, or the qualities that make us unique. Knowing your worth is a journey inward. It's about peeling back the layers of expectations that others place on you and at times that you place on yourself. It's a process of stripping away societal conditioning, past criticisms, and self-doubt. To truly recognize your worth, you need to be willing to silence the noise of the outside world and tune into the quiet confidence that lives within. Your worth is not a currency to be weighed or measured against someone else's standards. It's not something that fluctuates based on successes, failures, or the opinions of those around you. Recognizing your worth means understanding that your strengths, talents, and unique qualities hold value simply because they exist within you. Think about it. Every experience you've had, every lesson you've learned, and every obstacle you've overcome has shaped you into who you are. Your worth isn't contingent on perfection, and it's not about meeting the expectations of others. It's about honoring the journey you've traveled, the resilience you've built, and the potential you continue to carry. When you recognize your own worth, you develop a resilience that's unbreakable. You stop seeking affirmation from sources that don't align with your values and start building an unshakable foundation rooted in your own understanding of who you are. It's a commitment to valuing yourself as a whole, not as a collection of achievements or accolades. It's about finding strength in your authenticity and courage in standing firmly in your identity, even when it's misunderstood. In recognizing your worth, you also come to realize that you don't need permission to go after the life you desire. You don't need to shrink to fit the limitations others have placed upon you. Your potential is infinite, and it's tied only to your own beliefs and intentions, not to anyone's approval. When you truly understand and honor your worth, you tap into a sense of confidence that isn't conditional. This confidence becomes a source of power that you can draw from whenever you face challenges, setbacks, or doubts. Knowing your worth ultimately means freeing yourself from the shackles of others' opinions, releasing the need to prove yourself, and grounding your self-esteem in the truths you know about yourself. It's about giving yourself permission to take up space, to dream big, and to pursue what lights you up. Recognizing your own worth is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the internal compass that directs you through challenges, that helps you set boundaries, and that guides you toward the people and opportunities that genuinely align with your values. Outgrowing people is one of the most challenging yet necessary parts of personal growth. As you evolve, your understanding of yourself deepens, your values refine, and your vision for what you want out of life clarifies. This process of growth naturally creates a shift in the dynamics of the relationships around you. Not everyone will grow at the same pace, and not everyone will embrace the same transformations that you do. Sometimes the very people who once felt like pillars in your life may begin to feel like barriers to your forward movement. It's not that they've changed, but rather that your perspective, priorities, and goals have. When this happens, the people who were once essential parts of your journey may no longer fit the path you're on. Growing apart from others doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or with you. Instead, it's a reflection of different life trajectories. Growth demands that you align yourself with people who not only understand but also support the vision you're building. When someone no longer resonates with where you're headed, it's like trying to fit into a mold that no longer fits who you are. These relationships, though valuable, can start to feel limiting. Sometimes those closest to you can even become uncomfortable with the changes you're making, often because they see in you the courage to pursue a path they might fear to take themselves. This isn't a judgment on their character, it's simply a reflection of different life stages, ambitions, and values. The people we surround ourselves with can influence everything: our mindset, our habits, our perspectives. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are stagnant can make it hard to keep growing, especially when you're aiming to create real change within yourself. The truth is, not everyone is prepared to embark on the same journey of self-discovery, improvement, and elevation. Outgrowing people means you're stepping into a space where you require more than what you once needed. It means that you're embracing a version of yourself that is truer, fuller, and more aligned with who you want to become. In this process, it's common to feel guilt, confusion, or even sadness. You may feel that by stepping away, you're abandoning people who once mattered deeply to you. But outgrowing people doesn't erase the value that they brought to your life. Those relationships were likely vital at certain stages, bringing joy, support, and companionship that shaped you into who you are today. However, as you elevate, you begin to see relationships through a new lens. The people who once felt like safe spaces may no longer feel like they can keep pace with the aspirations you're chasing or the standards you now hold for your life and relationships. As you continue to evolve, outgrowing people means recognizing that you need to prioritize your own growth, even when it requires difficult decisions. It's about acknowledging that your journey is unique to you and honoring that uniqueness. Sometimes people simply can't see the vision you have, and that's okay. It's a reminder to surround yourself with those who not only see your potential but also encourage you to reach it.
Holding on to relationships out of familiarity, comfort, or obligation can hold you back from fully stepping into your potential.
When you let go of relationships that no longer serve your growth, you create space for new connections that resonate more closely with who you're becoming. It's a necessary part of the journey to move forward. Sometimes you have to leave behind the people who aren't meant to be part of the next chapter. In this way, outgrowing people becomes a powerful step in aligning yourself with a life that reflects your evolving sense of purpose, passion, and direction. This process ultimately brings you closer to your most authentic self, free from limitations and ready to embrace what's next. Using rejection as redirection means shifting your perspective on what it means to hear no, face setbacks, or feel that certain doors have closed in your life. Instead of seeing rejection as a failure or a signal that you're not enough, it's about seeing it as a rerouted chance to move in a different direction that may ultimately align more closely with your purpose and potential. Each rejection is a moment to pause and reevaluate, to ask yourself not why did this happen to me, but what can this teach me? Often, the answer lies in the realization that the opportunities we miss aren't losses, but rather stepping stones towards something better suited to us. When faced with rejection, it's easy to internalize the outcome, feeling as though you're lacking in some essential quality or that you're simply unworthy of success. But that's rarely the case. Rejection often isn't a reflection of your ability or your worth. It's a sign that this particular path wasn't meant for you. It's an invitation to adjust your sails, to take a different course, and to remain open to what might be waiting for you down the line. Think of rejection as a nudge from the universe, redirecting you from a dead end and guiding you toward possibilities that are more aligned with who you are meant to become. Every time you face rejection, you're given the opportunity to refine your vision, sharpen your skills, and build resilience. There's a unique strength that comes from not getting what you want immediately. It teaches you patience, perseverance, and the power of adaptability. When something doesn't work out, it's a moment to reflect on whether your goals are in sync with your true aspirations or if they were based on someone else's expectations, comfort, or approval. Rejection is a powerful reminder to stay true to your own path, even if that means veering away from what you initially thought was right for you. In fact, some of the most successful journeys are built on the back of countless rejections, not because these individuals were less capable, but because each no became fuel for growth. Every setback is a chance to learn something invaluable, whether it's gaining new insights, adjusting strategies, or finding the courage to go after something even bigger. Rejection, in this way, becomes a gift. It's a tough, sometimes painful gift, but one that forces you to clarify what you really want and to pursue it with even greater tenacity. I think of every rejection as clearing the path to help you find the right people, opportunities, and environments. The no's you encounter are part of a filtering process, weeding out options that may not have truly served your highest good. They are redirects that help you avoid spending time, energy, and passion on endeavors that might have limited your growth or distracted you from your purpose. When you embrace rejection as redirection, you start to see it less as a door closing and more as a bridge guiding you toward where you're truly meant to be. Instead of dwelling on rejection or letting it hold you back, allow it to shape you. Use it as a reminder of your strength, as a teacher that instills resilience, and as a sign that the journey isn't over, it's just evolving. Rejection builds a kind of wisdom that no amount of success alone could ever bring. It teaches you to navigate disappointments with grace, to rise above doubts, and to understand that sometimes not getting what you want opens the door to getting exactly what you need. Each no that you encounter is a necessary part of a journey designed uniquely for you, one that's taking you exactly where you need to go. It may not feel easy, and it may take time to understand why certain opportunities didn't work out. But by embracing rejection as redirection, you empower yourself to keep moving forward with an open heart and mind, ready to embrace new paths, unexpected opportunities, and ultimately your true potential. Fueling your drive with purpose rather than with the need to prove others wrong is about shifting from a mindset of competition and validation to one rooted in intention and authenticity. When your drive comes from a sense of purpose, it's rooted in something deeper than external approval, opinions, or the desire to silence critics. Purpose becomes an internal compass, guiding you through challenges and keeping you grounded even when the journey is difficult or uncertain. It's the difference between moving forward for others and moving forward for yourself. When you're fueled by purpose, you're not running to prove anything to anyone, but rather because your vision demands it, because there's something meaningful pulling you forward. When you chase external validation, you risk losing sight of what genuinely matters to you. The pursuit of proving others wrong often starts from a place of feeling less than or underestimated. It's an attempt to find worthiness in the eyes of others, to show those who doubted you that they were mistaken. But this pursuit can be exhausting, a never-ending loop of trying to meet someone else's standards. When the drive is rooted in comparison, you're always looking over your shoulder, measuring yourself against others' opinions and standards, which can drain your energy and lead to burnout. It's easy to become reactive, doing things simply to make a point rather than doing them because they bring meaning, joy, or fulfillment to your life. Purpose, however, is sustainable. When you're fueled by a vision of what you want to create, achieve, or contribute, your actions take on new meaning. Purpose gives you clarity and direction. It allows you to focus on what's important, dismissing the noise and distractions that don't align with your true goals. Purpose is rooted in what you believe, what you want to give back to the world, and what legacy you want to see you want to leave. This type of drive is far more resilient because it's self-sustaining. It's not tied to fleeting approval or temporary validation. It's connected to your values, your passions, and your sense of self. Choosing purpose over proving others wrong also allows you to step into a place of genuine self-confidence. You're not looking for people to tell you that you're capable or worthy. You already know it because you're guided by something greater than external judgments.
Purpose is a personal journey, one that's crafted uniquely for you. Instead of focusing on whether you're winning in someone else's eyes, you're focused on whether you're honoring your values, creating something that matters, and staying true to your vision.
This kind of confidence is unshakable, grounded in your understanding of your worth, rather than something that can be taken away by others' opinions. Being driven by purpose also keeps you adaptable and resilient. When you're focused on proving people wrong, setbacks can feel like failures, as if they're proof that those who doubted you might have been right. But when you're driven by purpose, challenges become opportunities for growth rather than personal fronts. You're able to adjust, learn, and keep moving forward because you're not sidetracked by what others think. You're only focused on fulfilling your mission. Purpose allows you to view setbacks through the lens of growth, understanding that every experience, even the difficult ones, can serve as a stepping stone toward your goals. Fueling your drive with purpose also helps you find joy in the process, not just the end result. When you're constantly trying to prove others wrong, you may only feel validated when you achieve specific milestones or outcomes.
This leads to a mindset that values the destination over the journey. However, purpose allows you to find meaning in every step you take, in every effort you make, because each action is connected to something you care deeply about. You become fully present in your journey, understanding that the fulfillment you're seeking isn't in someone else's approval, but in each moment that aligns with your purpose.
Moreover, purpose-driven action inspires others in a way that proving people wrong rarely does. When people see someone pursuing a path with conviction, passion, and authenticity, it resonates.
It gives others permission to follow their own unique journeys, to let go of the need to fit into anyone else's mold, and to focus on what truly matters to them. Being purpose-driven becomes an invitation to others, showing them that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external applause.
Choosing to fuel your drive with purpose rather than with the need to prove others wrong ultimately leads to a life of greater peace, clarity, and fulfillment. You're no longer bound by the constraints of others' expectations or judgments, nor are you chasing approval that may never come. Instead, you're free to explore your potential, to push your limits, and to create a legacy that is uniquely yours. Creating standards that reflect your growth is about elevating the expectations you hold for yourself, your relationships, and the environments you allow yourself to be in. As you grow, what you once tolerated or settled for no longer aligns with who you're becoming. Your standards need to reflect the work you've put into yourself, the lessons you've learned, and the person you're evolving into.
These standards are boundaries, but they are also commitments, promises you make to yourself about the kind of life you're willing to live, the treatment you will accept, and the quality of connections you'll nurture.
Setting these standards is a testament to the self-respect, confidence, and clarity that come from real personal growth. The standards you set are a mirror of your values. As you evolve, so do the qualities you value most, whether it's integrity, honesty, ambition, or compassion. Creating standards that reflect your growth means committing to honor these values, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. For example, if you've grown to value authenticity, you might set a standard of surrounding yourself with people who are genuine and transparent. If respect has become essential, then you'll expect and give respect in every interaction, refusing to entertain negativity or tolerate behavior that undermines your self-worth. These standards help you filter out what doesn't align with your highest self, creating space for people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with your growth. These standards are not about perfection, they're about self-awareness. They help you recognize when you're compromising or settling, and they encourage you to make choices that uplift rather than undermine your growth. By setting clear standards, you hold yourself accountable to a higher level of action, ensuring that the choices you make, the people you connect with, and the environments you allow yourself into are in harmony with your vision. This level of accountability isn't restrictive, it's freeing. It allows you to live in a way that's aligned with who you truly are, not who others might want you to be or who you used to be.
As you grow, your standards help you prioritize your well-being and protect your energy. Growth often brings new insights about what drains you versus what fuels you. You become more discerning, recognizing when situations, relationships, or habits no longer serve you.
Standards guide you to set boundaries that protect your time, energy, and mental space. They allow you to say no without guilt when something doesn't support your growth. By respecting these boundaries, you give yourself the freedom to focus on what matters most, ensuring that your energy is channeled into endeavors that contribute positively to your journey. Setting standards also means continuously evaluating and adjusting them as you continue to grow. The standards you hold today may be different from what they were a year ago, and that's a testament to your evolution. This isn't about setting rigid rules for yourself, but rather creating a flexible framework that can expand as you do. As you accomplish more, learn more, and grow further, your standards will naturally elevate, pushing you to reach even greater heights.
This constant evaluation keeps you from becoming complacent or settling into a comfort zone, as each new level of growth demands a new level of standards.
Creating standards that reflect your growth also sends a message to those around you. It's a silent but powerful signal that you have expectations for how you're willing to be treated and for the quality of interactions you'll engage in.
This can have a profound impact on the people in your life. Those who genuinely value you will rise to meet these standards, respecting the boundaries you set and honoring the value you bring.
Others may fall away, but this is a natural part of growth. As your standards elevate, only those who are aligned with your path will remain. It's a process of refinement, ensuring that your environment supports the journey you're on, encourages you to continue evolving. Your standards ultimately become a foundation for the life you're building. They are a reminder of what you deserve, a way to honor the person you're becoming, and a filter that keeps you aligned with your purpose. Standards create structure within which you can grow, ensuring that every aspect of your life reflects the work you've done, the lessons you've learned, and the vision you hold for your future.
Focusing on the masterpiece you're building is about cultivating a mindset that appreciates the journey of creation, growth, and self-discovery. Each one of us is in the process of crafting a unique life, a personal masterpiece that reflects our values, passions, and aspirations. Just like an artist pouring their heart into a canvas, every experience you have, every lesson learned, and every challenge faced contributes to the intricate tapestry of your life.
Embracing this perspective allows you to view your journey not as a series of tasks to complete or goals to achieve, but as a profound process of artistry that unfolds over time.
The concept of viewing your life as a masterpiece encourages you to be intentional about the choices you make and the paths you pursue. It prompts you to reflect on what truly matters to you and to infuse your life with purpose and meaning. Each brushstroke on your canvas represents a decision, an action, or a moment that has contributed to your overall narrative. This narrative is not just a collection of events, but rather a dynamic story that evolves with you. When you recognize that you are the artist of your own life, you gain the power to shape your experiences, turning them into opportunities for creativity and growth. As you focus on the masterpiece you're building, it becomes essential to appreciate the imperfections and challenges along the way. Just like a piece of art, a life well lived is not devoid of flaws.
It's the imperfections that add depth and character, creating a richness that can only be forged through experience. Embracing the idea that mistakes, setbacks, and failures are integral to your journey allows you to approach them with curiosity rather than fear. Each obstacle can serve as a valuable lesson, teaching you resilience, adaptability, and the importance of perseverance. When you see these experiences as part of the artistic process, you can learn to appreciate the beauty in struggle and the growth that emerges from adversity. In focusing on your masterpiece, you also learn to cultivate patience and trust in the process. Just as an artist doesn't rush their work but takes the time to refine and perfect each element, you too must allow your life to unfold at its own pace.
This requires a deep sense of trust that everything is happening in the right timing for you. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, measuring success solely by the speed at which we achieve our goals.
However, true mastery takes time, dedication, and a willingness to invest in the process. By embracing patience, you create space for inspiration to flow, allowing your masterpiece to evolve organically.
Furthermore, focusing on the masterpiece you're building means recognizing the importance of self-expression and authenticity. Just as artists express their unique visions through their work, you have the opportunity to express who you are through the choices you make and the life you lead.
This authenticity is crucial. It empowers you to live in alignment with your true self rather than conforming to external expectations or societal norms. When you embrace your individuality, you inject your life with originality, passion, and creativity, enriching your masterpiece in ways that no one else can replicate. Creating a masterpiece also involves surrounding yourself with the right influences and inspirations. Just as an artist seeks out experiences, mentors, and resources that enrich their craft, you should actively curate the people and environments that support your vision. This means seeking out relationships that uplift you, environments that inspire creativity, and opportunities that align with your goals. Being intentional about your influences allows you to create a supportive ecosystem that nurtures your growth and encourages you to pursue your dreams relentlessly. Additionally, as you focus on your masterpiece, it's essential to celebrate your progress and milestones along the way. In the process of creating something meaningful, it's easy to become so focused on the end goal that you overlook the significance of your journey.
Each achievement, no matter how small, deserves recognition and celebration. By acknowledging your progress, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the efforts you've made and the growth you've experienced. This gratitude fuels your motivation and helps you maintain a positive mindset, keeping your energy high as you continue to build your masterpiece.
Ultimately, focusing on the masterpiece you're building is about embracing the journey of creation, honoring the experiences that shape you, and remaining committed to your vision. It's an invitation to view your life as an evolving work of art, one that deserves to be cherished and celebrated. By adopting this perspective, you empower yourself to craft a life that reflects your unique essence, one that inspires others and leaves a lasting impact on the world around you. Every brushstroke, every decision, and every moment contributes to this incredible masterpiece, and it's up to you to nurture it, protect it, and let it flourish.